All
Oh
right.
my gosh. Oh my gosh, we're live. Hey, what's up, everybody? I am Spice Runner. I'm here with my buddy Casey from Casey's Toy Reviews. Say
Hey
what's up, Casey.
now.
There's
Howdy.
that there's that famous voice. We're just going live for the first time. We're doing a new show here. And we have a few different topics we're going to talk about. First of all, we're going to talk about Electro, which just got announced. And before we get into it, let's drop our little intro video.
Oh, I don't think we had it ready.
It's okay.
Boom. You like that?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'm gonna let you share screen if you want to jump right to Electro.
Sure. How's it going, man? You having a good week?
I am having a good week. You?
You got to stop sharing that video, though. You got to take that down.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Everybody in YouTube land, we're still.
Yeah, I can't believe that. I think we have the wrong link up. I'm trying to kind of edit that as you're doing this over here.
Yeah, no problem. All right, let me share my screen here. We'll talk about.
Oh, I think
Electro.
I can do it. I can do it. Give me 1 sec while you're doing that, Sean. I mean, Spice.
Oh no! They know my secret identity. It's funny.
Okay, let's see here if it worked. Yeah, that worked.
All right. Can you click allow that screen share?
There you go.
All right.
I'm gonna make it big stuff here too. That's crazy that it just got released like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, man.
This is picture number 1 right here.
I think so. Actually, I don't know. I was shuffling through them. Can you blow it up and put our pictures on the bottom there?
Oh yeah, yep.
All right. So, what do you think, man?
Let me digest as you scroll through real quick.
All right, let's get through.
Because this is literally the first time me seeing it right now.
Okay.
That's sick right there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you knew what I was talking about.
Yeah. This
What?
man. I'm just so happy he doesn't have that blue face, man.
Yeah. We got actually kind of interested to have these when you do like a review to do the side by side with the old one. Yeah.
It's gonna be sad though. It's gonna make you want to sell the blue one.
That's sick. Can you find a big picture of just that one with the Electro face there?
There's that, but that doesn't even look that good there. There's this arc reactor.
That's the oh.
There it is. Yeah. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Let's zoom in.
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah, man. That's good. It's such an easy figure for them to make too. Like,
yeah, you know what? Sometimes I like the easier ones because they, believe it or not, have more longevity. You know what I mean? Because you can see it looks like it doesn't have seamless arms. I can see a little joint on his left arm there. You see that?
Yeah.
It looks like I see a joint there, which I prefer because I think there would be more longevity in it. If that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's so much going on in his arms. He doesn't need seamless arms at all. So
no.
I mean, what had seamless arms besides that Thor? Or most of the Thors, actually.
A lot of the chicks have seamless arms. I remember Gamora having it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
the
females do.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah. The females do a lot, but for the men, I can't think of anything that's Hot Toys besides that Thor. Or like all the Thors that had the seamless arms.
Yeah, that's crazy still.
Yeah, let me go to that. Let me see. Yeah. So what are your thoughts on this, man?
I'll for sure get this.
Yeah. Yeah, this is I mean, it's not a day one pre-order.
Yeah, look at like
'cause-
the little wires on his shoulders and stuff, and the detail there. Like, I
yeah.
for sure, I will definitely get this.
You know what I hate? I hate these little zipper things. Those little things break off so easily.
That and like, I don't know, I'm anal about things like that. When I look at it, it's to me, it's actually off scale. I know it sounds crazy, but
Oh,
zippers
yeah.
aren't that big. That would be a gigantic zipper.
No. That would be like if my zipper was this water bottle. And I was just like,
Exactly.
yeah, that's no. It's like the zipper is like half the size of his mouth.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, something about those zippers. It's weird they do that. But man,
Yeah.
that's sick. I don't know. Me and face sculpts as always. I'm not sure right there. I see Jamie Foxx a whole hell of a lot. I mean, I get it because we know it's the figure, but what do you think?
I see it. I see it. I wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10. I would give that sculpt probably a 9. A little bit.
You
over
don't see
9,
a mix
probably.
of you don't see a mix of Mike Tyson.
What? No. No. No, man. I mean, and who's to say that they don't
Oh, look at that shot right there.
I know. Who's to say that they don't improve it a little bit, This is gonna be a 2-year wait for this thing.
Yeah, that's crazy right there.
It's
Old
such
school Electro.
Yeah. They still didn't really. Did they even explain why he appeared like that in the movie, or was it just like a whoops? Like we're gonna
100%
fix
just a
this?
whoops. Yeah, it was just
like
whoops.
we're just gonna fix this. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
we're gonna fix this, but not explain this.
Honestly, I'm okay with it because it was so much better. Like
that's a better shot right there. I saw Mike Tyson in the other one for some reason.
Where's your glass? Where's your glasses?
I don't know. You see Jamie Foxx there again?
Yeah. You're super picky on head sculpts though, man.
I absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's perfect. Like, I would say like a perfect head sculpt is like Yondu, like
Yondu or the Tamora Morrison from the recent Boba Fett. That one was crazy.
Yeah, this is 10 out of 10.
Yeah, absolutely. And the fact that they can just copy paste that for like any clone trooper and stuff. They're so lucky.
I want to say it's something with like his jawline or maybe his hairline or something that's a little bit off. I think maybe his jawline is a little bit more chiseled than real life, maybe.
Maybe,
I don't know.
But when I'm looking at that one on the left still, that's freaking nuts. Man, that's crazy. I don't know why this excites me more than Doc Ock and the Green Goblin.
Oh, the Doc Ock head sculpt was terrible, and that's why. And
hopefully they fixed it. If you remember, they did make a post that kind of said like, "Hey, it's not the final," which obviously the debate there was like, "Well, why do you even release that if that's not the final?"
Well, because they screwed up. that's why.
That's exactly what it is.
That's the head sculpt, man. You know what Hot Toys can't do very well is show teeth. If they show teeth, it's bad news. So
yeah, right.
That Doc with the teeth, and then the Paul Rudd with the teeth, the Ant-Man with the teeth. Like,
oh my god, yeah, you're right.
No one liked this. The teeth are weird, man.
So before you move shot though, real quick, if you notice the stand, getting granular, in my opinion, that's a piece of crap stand because it's not a crotch grabber. It looks like it has one of those bendable poles, so it's more of a dynamic one, which is great for pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm just surprised they wouldn't let us get one that we can put him more of a museum pose. You know what I mean? Because it looks the way Hot Toys always gives their stands, they always, when they have a bendable pole, have a waist grabber. However, I've seen bendable poles where you can slide down a crotch grabber on it as well. So I'm surprised they don't do that.
Well, what this is going to be, it's going to slide down the pole. It's not a crotch grabber. It's going to be a waist grabber, but you slide down the pole. So you can still.
That's what I mean. But I still would prefer, given all the stuff around him, look at all that stuff around his waist. I would much rather have a crotch grabber U shape versus the waist grabber. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
So it is something to note. It looks like we're getting waist grabber versus crotch grabber on the stand.
Well, I think that's better. if you had to get one, that's better because I would pose him and like a flying pose,
Yeah,
So
for the community and stuff, I would agree with you. For the grander audience, it makes sense. For me, longevity wise, I would prefer just keeping a more museum pose, almost like we see him on the left there in a U
yeah,
shape or a crotch grabber, if that makes sense.
yeah. You got to start dynamic posing, man. Because
I'm so picky.
you're gonna
Somebody
you're
bitched on my YouTube channel the other day. They're like, "Oh, you keep him in a museum pose on a Spider-Man." I was like, "Whatever, dude. Like, I'm not going to damage that suit."
you're gonna be on your deathbed someday, and you're gonna be like, man, I should have dynamically posed my figures.
Yeah, that'll be
Like
the first thing I say on my
your
deathbed.
wife is gonna be there. I'll be there, and you'll be like, come closer, come
Yep.
closer. And I'll be like, what, brother? What? And you'll be like, I should have dynamically posed my Electro.
Yeah, because they're all just sitting there still. They're all sitting
Yeah.
there in
Yeah.
great condition.
They're just, what you should do if you're gonna just not pose them, just have them all in like a saluting, like just have them
Yeah,
like they're
yeah. But it
they're
still
they're.
goes against my thing. The salute would damage the arm, in my opinion.
The thing with this though, like this suit is not gonna get damaged by that, like that
No.
fabric. It's gonna be fine. So
No, but there's still a bunch of little wires and stuff there. I mean, I'm that anal about it. You know what I mean? I'm with you. There's a combo of both there. If you look at that picture in the middle, there's a bunch of little wires around his waist there. It would still have to
yeah,
grab all that
yeah,
stuff.
that's true. Unless you put it on top of the belt.
Yeah, there you go.
So you could do that,
I'm
but it's probably gonna it's
surprised.
it's gonna make the belt slide up his torso though too.
Yeah,
So
not to go down a rabbit hole conversation with you, but I'm surprised, given that InArt is doing magnets at the bottom of the feet. Too bad there's nothing you could
uh,
do on the back of the character though, and then still have maybe like a pole where it magnetizes his back, so he's still more sturdy on the stand. I don't know, just something different with that magnet system.
yeah, I feel
That's
like
cool,
that's.
man. That's badass.
I think the in art stuff is so far away. Like we don't really know what to expect. Like
No,
we don't.
the Joker's is a quick release in my opinion. We get that like this year. In my opinion, for a company
Yeah,
like that, if Hot Toys announced the Joker, we're looking
yeah,
at 2 years minimum. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So I don't think that's a terrible turnaround.
yeah. No, it's gonna be awesome. Did you pre-order it? Oh yeah, you did, right? You got the sculpted hair though, right?
Yeah, I got sculpted hair, especially after some of the rooted hair I got recently. I'm just too nervous.
Uh,
You see that? Did you watch the review I had of those two Jokers with the puffy hair?
yeah.
Dude, I couldn't even keep a straight face.
Oh man, I saw some people commenting that they look good though. I was like, what?
I,
You know,
as much as it was puffy and stuff, the one with the face painted, I actually thought that it was better than the Toys era. And again, not a rabbit hole we won't go down today, but I thought it was better than the Toys era and SW Toys.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, no, this is awesome. Cool.
I don't. Yeah, I don't love rooted hair usually, and I definitely don't want to sit at my desk and brush the hair. So that's not my thing.
Right.
Yeah, man. I think just preliminary pictures. I mean, this is a definite buy. I think you know, it's it's pretty spot on to me. I mean, it's at least a 9 out of 10 in my mind. So
Yeah,
especially
absolutely.
if you have, I mean, most of us are going to have that mask on it anyway, and then anything about the face that you thought was missing a little bit is out the window. Doesn't matter anymore.
Absolutely. That's why it's up a little bit in my book because it comes with that mask situation, and who wouldn't want it with the mask? And I actually get it in this one if you didn't do it with the mask, but man, that brings back some childhood memories with that mask.
Look at those Tims, man. It's legit.
Yeah, that's sick.
Oh man,
Probably take too long to do, but it'll be sick, to have a side by side of this and then the kind of classic comic book one, just to see those two next to each other. Like, man, that's so cool. They went that route. That's exciting.
yeah. I heard that I guess the blue Electro is actually comic book accurate from one comic book run though. Like I think there was a blue Electro. I heard. I'm not a big
Really?
comic. Yeah, I'm not a big comic book reader, but I heard there was. So I don't know.
Hmm.
But either way, it was whack. So
Yeah.
it was whack.
Yeah,
You know
but
what?
you know what? I don't know if you remember that movie. The beginning of Spider-Man 2 was probably one of the coolest Spider-Man beginnings of all time, where it was his back and it panned out from the camera of him kind of diving down through the city with the music and him. Man, I remember that, like watching that over and over. Just one of the best beginnings to a Spider-Man movie ever. And then the rest kind of went downhill.
Yeah.
And if you
I
remember, they defeated Electro by running him over with a car, which was absolutely preposterous.
I loved the Andrew I feel like every Peter Parker
Yeah,
they've done, I've liked more than the last. So, you know,
yeah. I
and
hope they do
Toby,
another Andrew Garfield. I really do. Which I heard there's rumblings of.
I'd even be fine with seeing Toby again, youth pastor Toby,
Yeah.
So I thought all three of them were great in the movie. But when Andrew Garfield took over, I was like, yes, thank goodness. Because by the time Spider-Man 3 was out with Venom and all that, oh man, it was a train wreck. Like his little like dancing thing and like
Hey,
it was so sad.
but here's a good segue. They just announced Venom 3. So let's not go down a huge rabbit hole, but a few
Yeah,
minutes. What's
yeah,
your thoughts on
yeah.
that?
Okay. All right. So I think the next thing we were supposed to talk about is Moon Knight. And so
Well,
I'm
no,
trying to find
before
it.
we do the Moon Knight, though, what's your thoughts on Venom 3 being announced?
Oh, Venom 3. I don't trust Sony, man. I just like Venom 2 was so sad and disappointing. So I love Venom from the comic books. Like that I wasn't a big comic person, but I
Yeah,
did
I think we
have
have
Venom
be
lethal.
possible to do with my hands here, but I have a Venom, poster. I love Venom. Yeah, love him. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I had Venom Lethal Protector copy 1 with that like red prism background, and like I loved it, man. Like, but I also loved Carnage, and what they did to Carnage was a travesty. So
Oh my god!
it
Even
was
the hot toy. I'll be honest, because of how much they screwed it up, I won't buy the hot toy. He is not that big. If you saw he's bigger than the Venom.
that Carnage is taller than my 5-year-old. So it's
Exactly.
it's
Exactly.
but you know what? I'm gonna get it. So
You are gonna get him still?
yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get
I
it.
hear you. I just can't. It's too big. It doesn't make sense to me. He was always very small, like almost the same size as Spider-Man. So I was surprised at that.
Yeah, he was. Uh Even Venom was too tall in like Venom was always just like so much bulkier on the top, his torso.
Yeah.
He wasn't tall like he was in that movie.
Yeah, it's weird they go that route. Maybe they just feel like it's more menacing the bigger he is or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna be so weird when you like stand up, like if you just do a museum pose of Spider-Man next to Carnage, it's gonna be like that Kingpin next to anyone's sixth figure.
That was probably one of the worst buys ever.
Oh, that buy was worse than like when I bought a Princess Leia that I found out was kit bashed later, and
That's kind of funny.
like the whole thing was kit bashed, and I found it out later. But like I would be even more mad about that was it Toys Battalion or Toys Era? Toys
Yeah,
Battalion, right?
Toys Battalion. No, it wasn't Toys Era. I think it might have been Toys Battalion.
Toys Battalion Underground King.
Yeah.
Was.
Oh. And
Oh.
you know what? I feel bad even saying it. Poor soul. I sold it.
So-
I feel
oh.
bad. It's just
You know
yeah,
what
I
though?
sold it.
Like if you were posing that, like if you love Kingpin, there's no other Kingpins right now, until Vincent D'Onofrio, like we gotta figure him. Like if you pose that with your quarter scale Spider-Man, it would be legit. Like
That's
that.
how I kind of remember selling it in the groups too. Like, hey, this is actually could go with your quarter scale. And it based off of the quality of the figure, and I mean this, no jokes aside, it actually would pair well with a quarter scale because it was a decent looking figure. It was just so outrageously, off scale that it just made no sense.
Yeah, I saw people pose it next to quarter scale Spider-Man. It was perfect.
Was he
And
bigger
so
than him or the same size? Like, did he still have a little bit of height?
he was a little bit bigger, I think.
which is cool. That's what I think. It would have scaled perfectly had he been just a tiny
Yeah,
bit
it was
taller.
so weird. I mean, like they really like it was like the Spider-Verse Kingpin. Like he was just ginormous, but it was the one from the video game, so it doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, that's crazy. That was awful.
So, chalk it up to another. It's Sony, man. Anything from Sony is dicey.
Yeah, seriously.
Sony screws it up, man. All right, so that's what I think about Venom. I mean, I don't even know like what they're gonna do for a plot line. Like, I don't even. Is it gonna be? It's probably gonna be a Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right because they probably have rights to 2 of those Spider-Men. You know what I mean in that universe. I don't know. The other one was so bad. It's kind of at one point you should just say to Sony like, "Hey, just give it to Marvel." You know what I mean? Just let them do the rest of it. It's just odd that they continue to chug forward. We also have the Craven coming out, but everything they do is such a failure that it's just surprising at one point that they just don't stop.
I have a problem with Craven. Like, I really hate when they cast, and I know it's like a different universe or whatever, but if they like, I was really bothered when Chris Evans was cast as Captain America. I was like, no, you're cheesy Human Torch from,
Yeah,
the Jessica Alba one.
yeah.
And I was like,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because he was Quicksilver.
yeah. So
Okay.
then, yeah, so he was Quicksilver and now he's Craven. And they, I was okay with Thanos and Cable because Thanos was so CGI'd.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it was still like, kind of lame. I mean, there's so many actors. Like, why don't you get like a new actor, Like,
It's kind of surprising that they don't go that route.
and then remember the Human Torch was Michael B. Jordan, and then he was Killmonger.
Yeah, that's
If
right. Yeah.
if you're cast as uh Human Torch, then you are pretty much going to be cast as something else later on in a good movie. That's the thought there.
Can you
So
imagine the day we actually do get a good Fantastic Four movie? Like, holy crap.
oh, it's coming, man. It's coming.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe it. I do believe it because the rights finally to Marvel, so I believe it's coming.
Yeah, it's definitely coming. So that'll be exciting. I mean, I heard it. I don't know if it's confirmed, but they said it's John Krasinski and his wife, Emily Blunt. So
I mean, nuts.
let's bring back Alba. So good.
Yeah, I know, right?
So good. All right, let's talk about Moon Knight. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
You want to bring up? Do we have a graphic to bring up or anything? So we're not staring at us the whole time, or what are you thinking?
Oh man, you know what? I'm not even looking at you, dude. So
To be honest, I am. I feel like we're making eye contact. We're talking.
I'm not looking at you at all. I don't want to. I've seen your face, and I'm good. I'm good or not. I'm not dead. Just kidding. Oh man, let me find a good one. Let me see. Moon Knight. I'm gonna find one from like episode 4. So we're gonna talk about through episode 4. Episode 5 came out today, so we're not gonna do any spoilers for anybody. We'll talk about that next week maybe. But so through episode 4, which actually didn't have him in the Moon Knight costume, so that's lame. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know if I can't find a.
I feel like the
picture.
Moon Knight costume has been lacking most of the series.
Yeah, let me find a good picture. So while I'm finding this picture, what are your thoughts so far on like how it started out?
Loaded question. I mean,
I know because I need time to find this good picture.
yeah, no, it's all right though. But like, so I think it started off fantastic. The first episode was actually amazing in my opinion. And then if I don't know why, but episode 2 and 3 just lost me. I dare I say it because I might get skewered by some people, but episode 2 and 3 lost me. And then 4, as I mentioned to you, via text a couple times, I feel like 4 went from 0 to 100. You know what I mean? Like all of a sudden action was out of control. They introduced gods and stuff. So I don't know if it's just me, but writing feels like it's all over the place. I don't know if you agree.
So I've got a picture there if you want to accept that.
Oh, perfect. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I mean that's from episode 3, which was one of the better episodes I thought. But
Yeah, and a fantastic fight scene.
yeah, and that's where they turned back the sky too. Or no, was that? Yeah,
I think that was 3.
yeah, it was.
It was the end of this episode.
I don't unless the line. I instead of like the writing and like it being all over the place, I'm more picky about like a bad screenplay, like bad lines and things like that.
Mhm.
And so I don't like I kind of just enjoy it for what it is. And so like I love movies. I'm not really like a video file or whatever those people are called, that um, just pick apart like loose ends in it. Like I don't know, maybe I'm like a shallow person.
No, I think it
Or
boils down to
like
preference and opinion too.
like my wife pointed out to me, she said, how did what's her name? Layla? Is that her name?
His wife there, yeah.
She's like, how did Layla find him so fast in the UK? Like she just like
Good
got
point.
there and found him. I was like,
Yeah.
oh well. But my wife like thinks about those things and then she like tells me and then it kind of ruins it. So
It ruins
but
the rest of the show for you.
yeah, I'm just like, I don't care, whatever.
I wonder
But
if do you
like
know the
some
background of Moon Knight a lot from comics, or is this the first time you kind of diving into it?
no, this is the first time and honestly, I think it is such a breath of fresh air for like Disney Plus and um like I think it's the best Disney Plus show. Like hands down. I know you love WandaVision.
Yeah.
WandaVision episode 1 and 2 were whack though, man. It's just so whack. So I almost
That I
stopped
would still
watching it.
argue WandaVision was, one of the best
Oh
written
yeah.
shows.
I mean it was good, but I'm just so intrigued by this because as a kid, you want to be like one of 3 things. You want to be a cop, you want to be a firefighter, or you want to be an archaeologist, like Indiana Jones, right?
Yeah.
And this takes me back. Like I wanted, like when saw Last Crusade, I wanted to be an archaeologist, and I thought it was me finding treasure and all this stuff. It turns out archaeologist is a really boring job, I think.
Yeah.
But so just watching this took me back to uh, you know, the kind of wonder of the mystical gods and all of that storyline. I thought it
Okay.
was I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, I hear
So
you. So yeah, but you kind of said it well though. You're just looking at it through a different lens. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Because
for sure.
actually, I think of almost like details like you're saying your wife. Remember that scene where what's the bad guy's name again? What's the actor who plays that? Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke, yeah.
When he
Harrow.
got called to the gods, I'm like, well, how did he do
Yeah.
that? And then
It's like he was in the waiting room to like go
not
talk
only
to
that,
them.
if these guys are gods, he came in there and lied that easy to the gods. You know what I mean? Within 60 seconds, the gods are like, you know what? Okay, I take this guy for his word. He's like, nah, I'm not doing that. I don't know what you guys are talking about. You know what I mean? Like the gods are that dumb.
Well, somebody said that maybe he's in on it with like was it Anubis or who were the gods in there? I can't remember the names, but
Maybe that's why too. Part of it goes over my head. You know what I mean? The other Marvel shows I know so much about the lore. Maybe I'm into them a little more because this one I feel like I don't know what the hell's going on sometimes. Does that make sense?
yeah, I have no idea what's going on. But
Okay,
I mean, I
so it's not
enjoy
just
it.
me.
But once he got to, let me see, the ending of episode 4, when he got to that,
Psych ward.
yeah, the psych ward. I was just like, whoa, what is happening? Like,
Yeah, what a cool twist.
and so the next episode like really dives into that. I tried watching it, I didn't get into it, but I gotta watch it again. But um, someone was saying, so the comics, Moon Knight had a third personality, which I didn't know.
Yeah, in one of the episodes, if you remember, he killed somebody, and both of them didn't know who killed them.
Right. So this third personality is actually Jack, and he's a cab driver.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. I read into that. I want
And
is the suit the same for the third personality? Do you know that?
uh
Or is there a third suit?
I haven't got there, but
Okay.
I don't think there is a third suit. I mean, maybe there is from comics, but I didn't read the
I
comics.
used to read I mean, not a ton of them, but I've read Moon Knight comics, and
Yeah.
I don't even remember knowing about all the personalities and stuff like this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's I'm just really entertained because I don't know anything about the comics, and most of Marvel comic movies, like I know the general like gist of it, and this is just so cool, and the suit is just so awesome, and you know, one thing I wasn't clear on though, like he can only be Moon Knight at night, right? He can't do it a day.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's
Under the moon. I think the moon has something to do with it too.
well, I think he has full power the more of the moon that's showing.
Okay.
So if it's like a crescent moon, he's not as powerful. But that's kind of sucky though. Like, what if you really need your suit like in the day? What do you do with that?
Or if you're his villain, just do all of the bad shit
Yeah,
during the day.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, I guess if he's Mark at that time, he can handle himself. But if he's Steven, he's toast.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I think it's great. It's definitely better than most of the other shows. Disney
What
Plus
was the
shows.
last one we just went through? What was the most previous one?
Well, are you counting Star Wars or just Marvel?
No, just Marvel. What was the last Marvel show?
Hawkeye.
Okay, you didn't like Hawkeye?
I did. I did like Hawkeye. Um,
But you like this better than Hawkeye.
oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, see, that's where and it's okay. Our differences, I liked Hawkeye better than this. I like the grander connection. I'm not seeing the grander connection in this so much. And I've heard that it is actually not connected, oddly, to the grander scheme, unless I'm confused on that. But if you Google, is this canon or not? There's some weird theories about if this is even canon.
Well, I mean, the thing is, what is canon on Moon Knight? Because they've reboot Moon Knight so many times since like it first came out in the 80s. The
Yeah,
late
but I guess
80s.
what I mean is,
So
can this guy go join Thor and the guys in the movies right now, or is this not connected to the grander
oh, are you saying it's not in the MCU?
in the MCU? I've heard that. If you Google is Moon Knight in the MCU canon, you'll see some mixed bags on it.
Yeah, I haven't looked that up, but someone did say that they think that Moon Knight's gonna put Mjolnir back together because it's made of like a moon stone for Mighty Thor.
Is Mighty
So
Thor Jane Foster?
yeah, yep,
Okay, yeah, because if you saw in the previews, that was all put back together.
yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's badass. Oh man, I
So
can't wait for that too.
oh, it's gonna be so good. I
Oh
am
my
so
God.
excited. I and the Hot Toys. They better make Valkyrie. They got to make Valkyrie this time.
Yeah, that's the disappointment about Hot Toys. The disappointing part is like you get these crazy movies that come out, and all we're gonna get is different variations of Thor and stuff like that. It's like you said, like where's Valkyrie and Korg and some of the other ones?
Yeah, I mean, honestly though, like any person of color may or may not make the cut with Hot Toys, and that's just what it is. And we'll save that for that's a different discussion, talking about all that race stuff. But
Sure.
like, um, there's a lot of I looked at something the other day. It showed like posters, like movie posters, how they look in China, and they like Photoshop out the black people. And
Really? I didn't know that.
like the Black Panther photo, like the movie
How the hell
poster.
do you even show that movie there?
Well, I mean, the poster just put his mask on when in America it was him without his mask, and he was like the
Absolutely.
original poster.
Yeah.
He was like looking down or something.
Yeah, and he had it held. Yep, I remember that.
Yeah.
It was a badass poster.
So
Yeah, that's
they're they're
crazy.
they're yeah. So I mean, Hot Toys is all about white male figures, for the most part. Uh, but
Well, we say
s-
that, and we did just get Electro. That's a good thing.
yeah, that's true. It's
So
because everybody was going to revolt.
okay.
so so uh so maybe we should talk about, maybe that's a good segue into the Kate Bishop figure. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, let's go for it. To be honest, I didn't look too much at it. I heard people getting all excited because the boots could pivot, and I'm just like, oh my god,
Oh, the
if
split
that's
boot.
what's exciting us at this point, we've been in the game for far too long.
Yeah. So this is Kate Bishop.
That's not a bad head sculpt.
Really?
Yeah, it's funny our differences. Yeah, that doesn't look horrible. I mean, I see her. It's
I
a
mean,
7 out of 10.
it's not horrible, but like, here, I'll find a real picture of her though, and I'll bring it up too. So, but I mean, it's not great. Like,
Really? I see her right there.
I think her face in real life is much more round. I feel like I'm seeing a mix of like another actress and Haley Steinfeld.
Are you gonna
So,
buy this?
uh, I don't. I mean, I think maybe if they fix the sculpt.
Yeah, I
Um,
won't. I won't buy this. I mean, it looks good. I'm not even knocking it too much. It does the cool little armor piece on the shoulder and stuff. The bow looks cool, more of a classic, actual bow and arrow.
yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. The head sculpt is not really doing it for me. So
Yeah, yeah, and on a figure where your only choice is a head sculpt versus a head sculpt and a mask, it kills it for you.
yeah, I mean, it's just something's off about it. Let me pull up this other picture I got here. Hold on, find a large picture, the one without her tongue out. That's not helpful. All right.
Did you just say without her tongue out?
Yeah, she was like sticking her tongue out in this one picture. I was like, that's not helpful. All right, so this is
Oh, I
not.
see. Yeah, yeah.
So that's two different people, man. That is not. That's
I think
that's.
they have the eyes down a little bit. I really don't think the eyes are too bad.
So look at the how tapered her jawline is here. Like her face is much rounder here,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
and her
Yeah, yeah.
face is so narrow here. So yeah, it's not. I don't know. I
Yeah,
also I also found her character kind of annoying though. I mean, I enjoyed the show, but
I didn't mind the banter between those two. Yeah, I've and
I
again, I embrace the difference. My difference on that is I thought those two actually made me chuckle, believe it or not. You know what I mean? Him trying to support her and stuff, but I get how she can make people annoyed because she was kind of that blundering, you know what I mean, do whatever she can to impress her mentor type of character, which could come across as obnoxious.
yeah, I think she was just kind of annoying to me because she was just so fresh into the whole superhero thing, and she was just trying so hard. I mean, she was cool, but you know, she's not like Yelena, man. Yelena is so cool,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Did you order that?
I didn't. I was kind of hoping they made another one from this show because I don't really like the white outfit from.
Oh, the bright, yeah.
So I'd much rather have her in like that stealth suit and then maybe have like a masked head sculpt with the like Splinter Cell mask with the green eyes. That'd be so
Dude,
cool.
that'd be awesome. Yeah, I thought Black Widow was a bad movie.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, as a standalone, wasn't bad. It just such an odd choice. You know what? Maybe again thinking about the details of it, I think it was supposed to be released a long time ago, and
Oh
it was
yeah.
like So maybe that's why. It was just more the choice of when they released it and the timeline. It almost made no sense to release that movie. That's all.
Well, they were holding out to put it back in theaters, and
For
then
years or something.
it was at least 18 months, I think.
Yeah,
So,
which yeah, again the timeline of it, and then what they did with Taskmaster. Let's not go down that road.
yeah, that was a train wreck.
What in the world were they thinking?
Like I really like that actress Olga excuse me, Olga Kurylenko, but
That's who played Taskmaster.
mm-hmm. Remember she was in that Bond movie. Was it Quantum of Solace?
The odd part about it is if they're going to try to cram that, hey, female is in that suit and stuff. I don't know if you know the actual details. A male played Taskmaster throughout the whole movie. So it's like, well, if you're going to try to be like, well, female can do all that, why not let a female do all the acting and the action through the movie? It's just strange that they wanted a male body figure, yet it was a female under it the whole time. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, I did know that.
I don't get that choice. That doesn't make any sense to me. You know what I mean? If it's going to be a female at the end, show us the female the whole movie.
I keep thinking that maybe that there'll be like another Taskmaster, and they won't have to reboot it. And
I don't know if we're going to get that lucky.
I mean, Taskmaster was such a good villain for Captain America, like in the comics.
I was so excited for that movie for Taskmaster. I mean, yeah.
And I didn't care if it was male or female. Like I was expecting a male because of the comics, but I just thought the writing for that character was lame. It was just,
I don't care if it's a male or female, but just the way they pulled it off, it was just
it was kind of like it was this brain dead kind of character that's like
exactly. And the Taskmaster is like a genius, a tactical genius and stuff. You know what I mean? So it's just exactly. Yeah. You're right. That was a good way to put it.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm fine with people taking other creative direction and like,
of course,
like Nick Fury. He's a white guy with an eye patch, and now he's a black guy, and it was cool. It worked.
Oh yeah, it did.
But yeah, Taskmaster was a letdown. It's
probably. Go ahead. Where are you first?
I was gonna say it's on par with the letdown of Carnage. So
Carnage might be worse for me because Carnage we could have yielded a better toy and stuff. You know what I mean? I believe it or not, I am still gonna get the Taskmaster hot toys. I like him enough from the comics where I can still visualize. It's not from the movie. I'm just gonna think about it as Taskmaster. You know what I mean?
I wonder when we ever will, though. No one's even talking about that. I forgot that was even a toy.
I want to say it's due out in within the next 1 to 3 months. If it's not delayed, it should be out in the next 1 to 3 months. Actually, you bring up the you have it right now. You can bring up Sideshow and check right now. I believe that it's scheduled. It might even be scheduled for this month on Sideshow's website, which usually you just add 3 months or so.
Yeah, I get super annoyed when they like release it in Hong Kong and I still have to wait 4 months to get it. It's so annoying.
Do you order anything from Sideshow anymore or no?
Yeah. I found myself ordering less and less though. So
same here. I just got my Spider-Man from them. The box came in smashed and I bitched about it. They sent me a brand new box and everything. So the one thing, like I said, you can never
yeah, that's true.
Their customer service is out of control. Like good.
Yeah. They are top of the line customer service for sure.
That's a cool figure.
It is cool.
So what do we got? Yeah, see, April. What I say? Yeah, this month it's due.
There's no way. This is not.
No, I'm with you. There's no way it's coming out, but that's when.
That is cool, man.
Right? The shield, the bow. Look at you can hold the shield and the bow at the same time. That is sick.
That's a cool figure. You know what though? I wish they would have gave us a face sculpt of her. Like I didn't love what they did with it, but like it was a deformed face too.
I'm with you. It would make sense, but man, I would never display it like that. You know that I would.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, it's too cool.
It's too cool. That mask is badass.
Yeah.
And kind of like you said, just a different artistic kind of take representation on it,
Yeah, it's a great costume. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
Got
I'm
the
excited to get that.
sword, the bow. This is one of
What's the
those
price on
ones.
it on Sideshow?
250.
Really? That's not a bad price for that.
Well, that's before they started doing all these price hikes. So
250 for a villain, and if a lot of people don't order them, usually that will skyrocket in price. If I don't think a lot of people are going to order Taskmaster,
no, they're not.
right? I don't think so.
There's no way. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably wait. I might try to get it on sale or something, but like, yeah, this will probably go up. So, yeah, that's cool though.
Phew, can't wait.
All right, let me see what's next on our agenda. We have stores.
I think for today,
you-
Spice. Why don't we cut it at the hour mark just so we can,
Okay.
format it from there.
Yeah, that's fine. So you want to talk about stores we buy from, or you want to talk about the Assault Tank Commander?
Oh, Assault Tank Commander, because I haven't even seen it.
Okay. All right.
Sick still with that Electro. I thought there was an Assault.
Oh wait,
Commander.
no. This is transport. What is this thing called? My bad. Transport Trooper.
Brand new today.
Yesterday. So they announced it last night. So this is from the Mando show.
Was there not something already released or on pre-order? There was like a green.
It was the Assault Tank Commander from Rogue One.
Okay.
So it was gray, but it had kind of a green hue to it. Which is odd.
There wasn't one that comes with Mando, unless I'm freaking crazy, and a Mando head sculpt and stuff.
Oh no, there's not. No. People are saying that they're gonna release one later though.
Hold on, while you're looking at that.
It's a good figure. I think it's kind of boring, but
What's the name of this one we're looking at right there?
Transport Trooper. I think the other one's Assault Tank Commander that you're thinking of.
They got the Transport Trooper up that quick on the Sideshow site? Because I just want to make sure we're looking at the same thing, because I see Transport Trooper.
Yeah, it's still pre-order on Sideshow though.
Yeah, but I'm saying they got it up that quick within, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's crazy. They got that.
It's the same helmet as the Transport Trooper. It's just, or as the Tank Commander. It's just repainted.
Yeah, I'm almost confused. I could have swore that they did release a green suit trooper a few months back, like a pre-order for one.
Yeah, sorry about my dog barking. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I'll get it.
I mean, any trooper looks badass that Hot Toys does.
I feel like
you talk about longevity on every trooper that they do, the way the cloth and every hit. I mean, that's a crazy shot right there. That's cool.
Yeah, I do not do the Jet Trooper though. I can't do it.
Will you get this?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I stay away from the trooper rabbit hole. I think I mentioned I used to have 40 to 50 troopers or something.
Oh, there's at least that many now.
Oh my god. Well, because I had a bunch of the Sideshow clones and stuff.
They look so cool though, man. Like,
oh my god, absolutely. It looks amazing.
I put a baby lock on my Detolf so my 1-year-old doesn't destroy everything.
Smart.
How do you not like this, man?
Oh yeah, I kept one Stormtrooper. Which one's that? The Remnant?
Yeah, this is the Remnant.
Okay, yep.
This is the one that has mold all over it.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's sick.
It's great though. I mean, they're never gonna make another Remnant Trooper. You know, like they'll keep making the other ones, but yeah, I actually have a few of these.
You picked up a few of them. You said
Yeah, of course.
smart. Are you picking up a few of the Jokers too?
No.
Okay, you
I
just ended up
I
staying with one of them.
Yeah, no. I bought one for a friend that he didn't have money to pre-order it right now, but that's all.
Where'd you get your pre-order through?
I went through Kit.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
In fact, I just made a rather large order directly through SSR. I
Really?
don't know if I'm allowed to say that. I think
They
I'm allowed
took.
to say that.
Oh, I don't know. I don't. Did you get
Yeah,
You
an
got the
order directly
Shazam?
through them. What's
But
that?
the
No, God, no, no. That face sculpt on the Shazam was not. It's actually, if you know about Shazam from the comics, it is very comic accurate face sculpt. So I get why they went that route, but I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah,
That's like old school Shazam.
yeah. I'm not. I don't know a lot about DC stuff, so I mean, I didn't even know about Shazam until I was in my 30s. So
I always like DC more, but it's like they just butchered their film direction. You know what I mean? They
yeah,
just and Marvel did it so well that I almost became more of a Marvel fan because they did so well on film. You know?
yeah. I was always a Marvel guy. I mean, I liked Batman, I liked Superman, but you know, the- I'm much more of a movie guy than a reading comic book guy.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, I think this is cool. I mean, I don't understand this shot though. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah. You're right. Smart.
but like I know what is up, if you pan up, I know what's up there. Like
Yeah, that's a weird shot. Are they trying to hint at something?
I know what's up there. It's this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And so like, I mean, if they make it
Yep.
where you can like perfectly put on Pedro's head sculpt, that would be awesome. But I
You
just
ever
don't
see
know.
underneath the new Boba Fett head sculpt? It's kind of janky what they did. I was kind of surprised. It was
Yeah.
like a little foam piece and stuff that it fits on top of.
Yeah, that was weird. They actually
It
did
was
that with it.
weird.
They did that with another figure. I forgot which one it was. They did that with
I
a
know what you're
different one
talking about.
too.
Yeah, I do feel like they've done that before.
I
It
don't
was
remember.
strange,
I
but
don't
it
remember.
worked. I mean, and then if you notice, not to go on a tangent about it, if you notice, there was detail inside Boba Fett's helmet, which was crazy to me.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was so cool.
That's a cool shot, though. Still, the
Yeah,
detail on his glove and the arm, it's just insane.
I feel like I regret taking this head off. This is like loose now. It sucks.
That sucks.
Well, maybe I'll go back. Okay, it's okay. I've got backups. I've got spares. Yeah, I mean that's cool. I think. I mean I'm gonna get it. So the only trooper I didn't pick up was the mustard one, and I'm still like, I still
It'll
don't really.
probably go up in value because I bet you a lot of people won't buy it.
I don't know, man. I think they made a lot of them.
Oh, you think so?
I thought the Incinerator Trooper was going to go up a lot, and it didn't. But I love that one.
Oddly, when it first came out, it did skyrocket for a few months. And
Yeah, it
maybe because
did.
there was just a shortage of people getting them and stuff. And if you remember too, Heavy Mando was the same way. Now Heavy Mando is back down to 300 even shipped.
Really?
Yeah, I saw some guy selling them in the groups the other day, 300. I was like, wow, that's crazy. That's back down to that.
I think that might have been an anomaly. So I don't know. I feel like I see them 350 at least. You can find some deals though in groups. A lot of times
Oh
people
yeah,
are dumping stuff if they have a lot of people have to start paying their mortgage again now. So
the Ghost Rider deal I got, I thought was crazy. 250.
yeah, man, I almost bought that. I mean, it would have been my second one, but I almost bought it just because it was such a good deal. But I'm glad you got
Yeah,
it.
I only bought it because of the deal. Like I was not looking for Ghost Rider, and I remember seeing
Oh,
it posted, and I was like, "That's a great deal for that."
it's a great figure. Like I didn't know anything about Robbie Reyes though. Like
I don't know if you did. You watch my review of that? People get so mad because I bashed that piece of crap show, like in the comments and stuff. Like I just hate Agents of Shield. I think it was garbage.
I didn't watch any of it except I looked up which one the Ghost Rider was in, and I watched those ones, and it was still not very good. Like the scenes with him were cool, but just the show and the writing was bad. So
They should just flush that down the toilet permanently.
you know what's worse than Agents of Shield though is Agent Carter. It is unwatchable. It's so bad.
What I was gonna say, that was to the point of unwatchable to me. That was very difficult.
Yeah.
Yep. And that they tried to tie that in as well.
I thought Disney just like dumped it now. Like that's not. I feel like they just kicked it out of the MCU.
Can you watch Agents of Shield on Disney Plus?
I think so.
They must. There's so many seasons of that piece of crap show. They must. It really reminded me of like The Flash, those garbage CW shows. Now, I
Yeah.
still watch them all, don't get me wrong, but man, they're tough to watch. Do you watch any of those CW shows?
No.
Okay,
No.
yeah, they're tough.
I watched Titans on HBO and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I know you kept saying that. For some reason, that one was hard. I get it. I get why you liked it because it was still, it's dark, it's done well and stuff. But I always have a problem with shows where they're trying to stretch and use Joker and Batman more as like an outline. You know what I mean? Like, why do you need to bring them into it? Isn't there a better way? Because they weren't fully in the show, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean Batman was, but as Bruce Wayne when he was
But
older.
not in his suit, right?
It showed him like a couple scenes in his suit, but he was also super old. I mean, the actor that played him is the older guy from
Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was an old Batman, and it was set in a time where I think they killed Joker along the timeline in it.
They never show Joker in the show, right?
No.
See, I felt like I was watching it because I wanted to see Joker. If you remember, episode 1 teased him.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So you never got to see him. That's a bummer.
I think I really got into the show because I was intrigued by like Red Hood. But at the same time, I didn't like the actor they chose for Red Hood. So
did you pre-order the So-So Red Hood?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Is it Susu or So-So?
It's So-So.
I've seen people say Susu before.
Well, they're wrong.
They're wrong.
They're wrong.
You did pre-order the So-So?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I found a site that had it cheaper than everybody else. So
what site did you grab them on?
Lion Rock Toys.
Oh, okay, cool. I've never ordered from them.
Yeah, I've ordered from them a few times. They're good. If you find a good price. So yeah, I think it was like $30 cheaper than everywhere else. And I was like, that's weird. I'm gonna order it. So
yeah, I think I went giant toy on that one. Because Kit doesn't carry anything So-So.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Yeah, he has a problem with him.
Yeah. I've been talking to Kit quite a bit. So Kit knows so I work with Brian over at Black Ops Toys in Oregon here. And Brian actually went to China and Hong Kong and he hung out with Kit and had dinner with like Kit and his family, and they're actually they're friends. What? So I was chatting with Kit. I was like, hey, I work with Brian in Black Ops, and he told he's like, you should come over next time next time Brian comes over. I was like, okay.
What did Brian go over there for?
Brian, I don't know if this was the same trip, but Brian and Black Ops Toys commissioned a like an authentic likeness figure of Chris what was the sniper guy? What was that guy's name?
I know what you're talking about. The real life sniper guy.
Yeah, the Bradley Cooper movie.
Yeah. Yep, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so whatever.
They commissioned a 6 scale?
Chris Kyle. Yeah, that's what it was. So they made their own. Like they did all the R&D. They met with the family, everything, and like did the head sculpt and everything. So he had to go over there, I think, for that. I don't know if that was the same trip, but
that's crazy.
Yeah, so I'll pull up this figure real quick. It's an awesome figure.
Am I gonna like the head sculpt?
I would say like I think it's pretty good. It's not like I mean it was years ago though, so here let me share my screen here.
Okay.
It's pretty good. I heard that Chris Kyle was blonder in real life, but
This is it right here.
yeah.
Do we know what I don't really know what the guy looks like.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's look it up.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's pretty good, I guess.
so
I think this one looks closer, probably.
Brian wanted this figure for himself.
No, I think they wanted to make something to honor this guy
Okay.
after he died. So
That's crazy.
yeah,
Let
so
me see the
they
figure again. It's cool they did that. They only made one.
no, they made a bunch, but now it's impossible to find. It's like a $800 figure now. So
That's cool.
I would love to have one, but it's like I can't pay that. So
Didn't you say you started to collect military figures?
yeah, yeah. I got bored. I got bored with like nothing coming out, so I started like kind of building my own. So
That's why I get into
especially-
a lot of the third party because it's like
yeah.
it's so much extra stuff I can get. I have the Norman Osborn coming, which I ordered after we went and saw No Way Home.
So you're talking about the foe?
Yeah, the Toys Battalion foe, I believe it is.
So I got my invoice for this, and I totally forgot pre-ordering it, and I don't think I want it.
No, I think the head sculpt's going to disappoint me when it comes in.
Like,
I just like that movie so much, and to me, the best part of the movie was Green Goblin.
yeah, I mean,
Let's see.
like
Yeah.
I kind of like this one, the smiling, menacing one, and I could put that on my Goblin one, but I don't even know if it'll fit. Like, is this a magnet system or what? Like,
Yeah, that and I didn't even realize it came with that little bust there. That's kind of cool if it came with that, or I wonder if there was two versions, like a deluxe version.
I don't think so. I think it was, but it's weird that you notice this one comes with the neck and this one doesn't. This one doesn't come with the neck. So
Yeah, that
this
and
one is purely made to go on the because Toys Battalion and Toys Era are the same company.
I don't. Are they really?
That's what I heard. Yeah.
So yeah, which I know a bunch of them do that. Game Toys and Rocket Toys. I don't know
Yeah.
if you see, but to me, the picture, the one to the left there a little bit,
This
the
one?
the non-smiling face looks actually different than the one on the body. Don't you see more of a giraffe neck on the one on the body to the left?
I think you're
Right?
just scarred from buying that Proxima Midnight giraffe
Don't
lady.
you see some giraffe neck? The one all the way to the left on the suit?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. It's probably a couple like in real life scale, it's probably an inch or inch and a half too long. Yeah.
Yet that picture looks like it's sitting nicely on top of the collar.
Yeah, yeah, you can see his chin so close to the collar, and here
Exactly.
it's
It looks a
not.
little
Yeah.
different. So I don't know. I'm crossing my finger. It's not a piece of crap when it comes in, but obviously, I'm always very honest. So we'll see.
Well, a lot of times it's just all about the clothing because, like, when you build figures, it's just like they all look like giraffes. Like, I'll
You
show
know
you
what?
what.
You know what I was disappointed at too? It's a good. This guy here. I should have review up rather soon, but I'm not going to name any names, but there was some particular reviewers that said this was amazing. and I got it, and I was actually pretty disappointed. The hand colors are different. I don't know if you could see that on there. See how wildly different the hand colors is between the
Yeah.
hand and the suit.
Looks like a more crimson, like muted red.
Yeah, the body underneath, it bunches up a little bit on the ankles here. Just, I'm dead serious. I've heard some reviewers say that this is their favorite, one of the best Spider-Man out there. So I bought it based off of that, and I was like, "What?" I was like, "This is not the best Spider-Man out there by any means." So, yeah, I might actually work on this tonight once we're done.
You're gonna break it, and then you're gonna have to sell a broken figure.
Now,
Hey,
I still like it. It kind of, it's that old school Sam Raimi Spider-Man, you know what I mean? But I don't know.
so I wonder, like, is it the same issue on the
This big seam on the head too. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, there's a seam. Yeah, there's just, I don't know. Disappointed.
Is there the same issue on the Cyborg Spidey? Because that's basically the same figure, right?
You know what? I canceled my Cyborg Spidey. I regret canceling it because I think it looks cool, but it was so much money, and there's like so many Spider-Men at the rabbit hole,
Yeah.
Oh, you hear that in the background?
Yeah.
All right. We might need to cut it right now then. We're on good timing.
All right, that sounds good. All right, Casey.
All right.
I'll see you.
Spicy Spice.
That's not my name.
All right. Let's wrap it up for today, and then I had fun doing this. I look forward to next time, and kind of honing down format a little bit better.
Yeah, it was good. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate it. And we'll see you. We don't have an outro yet, so we're just gonna turn it off.
We got to get an outro. I'm leaning on you for that one because the intro was good.
All right, I'll make one.
Cool. All right. Later, everyone.
See you, buddy. See you, buddy. Bye.